I will be speedrunning Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 as fast as I can without using any glitches. I will be using some techniques I have seen and found from other YouTubers, but I will not be like going out of the map or anything like that. Again, no glitches at all. This is a 100% run of Poppy Playtime with just being as fast as I can. We're going to start our timer off here as soon as we enter into the game, and Catnap will be carrying us and he will drop us down this hatch. As soon as we spawn into the game here and we're able to control our character, there's going to be two walls trying to crush us together, but we need to quickly run up this platform and squeeze our way down here as quickly as possible. We're going to look up, there's going to be a thing that we can pull ourselves up with, and then we're going to move on to this next area. We're going to jump on all of these things quickly as fast as possible. We're going to jump in here, crouch through here, which I messed up a little bit. We're going to immediately run through this red door. Don't worry about missing any of the lore here. We're going to use our hands to quickly open the doors so we don't miss any time. And I actually ended up dying here, I'm not gonna lie, so that wasted like 30 to 40 seconds, which is pretty sad. But you know, I could have probably restarted, but I just didn't want to do that. But we're back in and we're gonna jump and actually make it this time. And I don't think I could have made that, so I'm just gonna wait, play it safe so I don't have to actually restart. So we're gonna actually make it this time. We're gonna see Catnap climbing up there, but don't worry about him because we're going for runtime, not, you know, being scared or anything. We're gonna crouch in here, which I actually had some trouble doing for some reason. And then we're gonna go down the vents and we're gonna make it into the next room. At about the 2-minute mark, we're gonna enter this room where we need to get 2 batteries. We need to put them in here. We need to use our blue hand to actually open the door. We're gonna go through here. We're gonna run right past Bubba Fent. We're gonna use that. We're gonna run up here. We're gonna pop that to open the door. We're gonna grab the phone off of the wall as fast as possible so we can activate this dialogue. And Ollie's going to be talking to us, and he's going to send us a battery through this tube, and just as soon as he sends it, we're going to need to grab it and put it into the door. We're going to enter into the room where we crashed the train, and Ollie's going to be talking to us about how we're probably mad at Poppy for her crashing the train, but she needs us, she needs our help, but we don't really care. And we're going to go through these rooms as quick as possible, open the door with our hands. We're going to do this puzzle real quick. It took me a lot longer than it should have. But yeah, we get it done relatively quickly, probably faster than a lot of people's first playthroughs. We run up here, run past Kickin' Chicken. We gotta pull these 2 levers on both sides of this and it will open the door. And now we have to sit through a long yap session from Elliot Ludwig. So yeah, once he stops talking and it opens for us, we're going to immediately want to run to this main building. Ollie is going to come and talk to us about how we need to go to the main building, but we're 3 steps, probably 5 steps ahead. And we're going to go down here, open this, and Ollie will eventually drop a key down to us. Once bro finally stops talking, we're going to use the key to open this door, and we're going to go in here and it will load us into a checkpoint. We will then enter the gas production zone where we're going to go into this room on the left and grab the green battery to put in this room over on the right by this big blue square. And once it opens, we will snatch the purple hand over here and that will make us be able to jump up here. And I actually missed it. And so yeah, we actually made it up there this time. We're gonna try to jump over this railing, but figure out quickly that it does not work. And then we're gonna go over here, hit this purple hand real quick, and then run, hit this one. And then we're gonna go over here, hit this one real quick. I had a second thought about it because I thought I was gonna die for a second. We're gonna pull this platform over to us, and at the same time, we're gonna use our purple hand to drag it down. We're gonna use the purple hand to jump over here, pull it closer, so we can then jump safely over to the other side. We're gonna pull it a little bit more close, which I actually saw a technique where I didn't have to pull it closer or whatever, but I honestly forgot it. So yeah, and then we make it to this puzzle, which confused me, but it's not like it was confusing, I just forgot what to do. So I had a little bit of a struggle, but I still managed to finish it in probably about like a minute or so, which might not seem like a lot, but if you're trying to speed run, it's probably like not that fast. But I mean, I do that first try, but then I'm a little confused of what to do right here, and eventually I get it. After we get done with the puzzle, we are going to enter back into the gas production room. We're going to press that button real quick, wait a few seconds, and the lights are going to go out, and the power will go out after it turns on. After the lights turn off, we're gonna wait a minute because I saw someone else wait a minute and they told me to wait. They told me to wait a minute for some reason, but I don't remember what. So after a few seconds, I'm just gonna dip after Ollie starts ringing up my phone, and then yeah, we're gonna leave. Ollie tells us to go back into the main building because he sent us a key, and we go down there, get the key, and we go back up, and we're going into the big house where they keep all the kids, and we need to get power from there. And actually I did go into the main building as soon as I got out, and I didn't see the key, so I just assumed I had it. I went to the house, I didn't have it, so I went all the way back. But you know, it's no big deal, just like a 30 seconds off. So we load into another checkpoint here. We're gonna spawn in, and this part is really important because this is the part where we start having hallucinations because we don't have a gas mask yet because of the red mist. We're gonna sprint through here because in this part it doesn't allow you to sprint if you walk in there, so that's why you have to sprint all the way through here, and you can't stop sprinting or you're gonna be not able to sprint after this. So we're gonna keep sprinting all the way down this hall, just, you know, running through here. Don't matter which way we go, really. We're gonna start hearing a phone ring. We're gonna run in here, answer it. Ollie's gonna tell us we need to run. Catnap is gonna be peeking at us through there, and if I'm gonna be honest, I still got goosebumps whenever I saw him, and it made me more scared because I had to run straight towards him for the speed run. So yeah, we're gonna keep running down this hall. The lights flickering and everything. I actually did run into a dead end here. I'm super smart. We're gonna run down here to the right. We're gonna take another right down here. We're gonna see Catnap right there. He's gonna walk over. We're gonna not be able to see him because he's too fast. We're gonna see Guilt haunts us on the floor, and we're gonna be running in circles for a few seconds, and then a hallway is going to open up after we get done running in circles. And I could have ran through that door, and that's where I'm supposed to go. This hallway at the end of this hallway is only for like lore and stuff, but I could have just ran down this hallway to make it shorter. So I missed a couple of seconds on that. You do see Catnap at the end of this hallway, and he walks away, and since we're sprinting, we do get to see him for a couple of seconds keep walking down the hall before he eventually disappears, which is really cool in my opinion. And now we're gonna run all the way down this hall, and this wall is gonna open up for us, and we're going to go in here with this VHS tape. We're gonna quickly put it in here, and it is gonna show Huggy Wuggy on the screen. Huggy Wuggy is eventually going to turn very evil, and he is eventually going to start climbing out of the screen, and we need to die to him as fast as possible because it is a scripted death, and we need him to kill us so we can go on to the next section. After Huggy Wuggy kills us, we're going to spawn back into the house that we entered, and we're going to immediately pass all this, drop down to this hole, but we have to grab the gas mask and equip it. We're going to pull the back of this race car so it can break these boxes and uncover this thing that we use our purple hand to jump up with. And I missed it the first time. I missed it 2 times, and yeah, I eventually did make it up here. After we jumped up there, I actually had a little bit of trouble going around here. I did actually end up making it out, but it took me a while. And after this, we're going to see Catnap walking by. We're going to run by here, not give a care in the world, and we actually cannot catch him and get to see him. Sadly, I definitely wanted to run straight into him, but sadly, we did not. We're going to put the green battery that we found in that room right into there. We're going to go up here, and if I'm going to be honest, I got a little bit confused on this part. As you can see, I'm looking around like, man, where do I go, bruh? And I have no idea actually, because I didn't like watch a full video, and I'm not like following what I'm supposed to do for this speed run. I'm just honestly going at it with a few tips and techniques. I go in here just to see Kissy Missy, even though I know that like that won't help me at all. So yeah, for a long time I'm confused, and I go back up here to try to see if I actually did miss anything, and I walk over here and look, a wide open room. So I go in there, grab this battery, I fall back down here, go through this door. I don't know why I threw the battery on the ground, but yeah, we're gonna run back up here and we're gonna go install the second battery right in here, and we can push the button and open this door so we can move on to the next section. And we probably wasted about, like, honestly a minute, but we're gonna go up here, pull the back of this other race car just sitting up here, very convenient, and there's a ramp to cause mass destruction. We're gonna run by here, we're gonna go in this room, get out our green hand, charge it up, and we're going to go across here. I didn't know what I was doing for a second, but I had to do that. I'm gonna run in here, and I got a little bit confused on this part too, because I forgot what I was supposed to do at first, but I only wasted like about 20 to 30 seconds on this part, which I'll be saying that quite a lot throughout this video, which sucks because I could have easily shaved like 20 minutes off of my run if I just actually knew a little bit of what I was doing. But as you can see here, I'm having a little bit of trouble trying to find what to do. Like, that door closed right in my face, but after that door closed right in my face, I knew exactly what I needed to do. I needed to get the green hand charged back up, hit this, immediately run through this door, and we're gonna need to charge the green hand back up through this hole in the wall right over here, and we're gonna need to jump for it to charge this to open this door. And we're gonna go in here, see the bear looking straight at us like a fiend, but we're gonna go across here, go across into this door, and snatch the battery right out of the back of him, blow his back out right there. And yeah, we're gonna go into this vent and install the green battery. Once we get to the end of this vent, we're gonna drop down, and I'm a little confused as usual, honestly not surprising at this point, but eventually I remember where I am from my first playthrough, put the battery in there, I run out, and there is a little puzzle to do in here, and I'm just gonna do it real quick. And I'm gonna charge my hand up back in the room with the batteries, hit this real quick, it's gonna open the door, and we're gonna charge my hand with this one through here. We're gonna run in here, charge one up, go back, charge the green hand up with the same one, run back, charge that hand up, and it's gonna open this. There's gonna be a jump scare. I actually got scared by it, and I actually screamed when I was actually doing it, but too bad I didn't record my voice through the playthrough. We use the car, blow up some more boxes so we can get through this section. We go all the way down here. I don't know why I went into this room full of red mist. We're gonna put on the gas mask. We're gonna go to the corner of this room. I don't know why I'm still looking around. There's obviously a vent there. We're gonna go through this vent, and Catnap is staring at us through the vent. And that was honestly my first time seeing that, so I got a little scared, and then I realized I'm not supposed to open that vent. I go in here, I take off my gas mask because I don't need it anymore, run through here, grab the battery, I run all the way over here thinking I can get out this way, and I stand here for about 10 seconds thinking I can go back through here, but then I realize, oh, I just need to go back through the vent. So I run all the way back, put back on my gas mask, get inside of the vent, and go all the way back and put this battery in. We're gonna get all the way back, we're gonna put the battery into there, press that button, we're gonna unlock this door that brings us back to the main section of the house. We're gonna run into this newly unlocked section, use our blue hand to unlock this door, and it's gonna lead into another puzzle. And I saw a dude do this speedrun, and he like jumps on this rail, and I failed quite a lot, but then I finally make it up here, and I get up here, and for some reason I immediately jump down to like do this puzzle on the left, but I realized I probably should have done that first and then jumped on the rail and stuff. But yeah, so we need to go back up here. I tried to jump on the rail again, which I actually did it, so I was actually proud. But then I go over here and I have to situate this puzzle to fit where I can make it work, and then I go over here, aim this at that, and then go back up, hit it, but I kind of forgot that I have to pull that thing in front of the gate so the gate doesn't open, so I had to turn both of the things back on afterward, and then after both of the things are powering, the gate's gonna open and we're gonna go into it. Now we're gonna run all the way to the end of this massive hallway, and there's gonna be a button and we're gonna click it, and an elevator system is going to come down and let us go up. We're going to jump in it immediately and it's going to automatically bring us back up, and this door is going to open for us, and that's the end of the house section. This brings us back to the beginning of the house, and we're going to go to a checkpoint and walk out. Once we get outside the house, as most of you may know, Kissy Missy grabs us, but then Poppy's like, no, my honey boo boo bear, I need him. And so she stops Kissy Missy from hurting us, and then Poppy basically goes on a massive rant about how since she's so small and insignificant that we need to help her defeat Catnap and the prototype, and she needs our help. And yeah, we're going to go up this elevator with Poppy and Kissy Missy. We're going to immediately press this big button, and it's going to turn the power back on. And I saw a little tip where I could jump and the elevator would go down and I could immediately jump off so I could go to the next section like super quickly. But I ended up wasting just a bunch of time doing this because maybe they like patched it or I just didn't do it right. But I remember seeing him, like, this person do this, and I didn't know how to do it, so I ended up having to wait the entire time and have to sit through this. After we finally get off the elevator, we're gonna go back up to the house and grab the power cord from it, and I actually ended up going back to the main building instead of grabbing this power thing first, so I wasted like 30 seconds again. So I'm gonna actually go grab the power cord this time, bring it to the main building, plug it in, and then Ollie is going to send us a key to go to the school to get more power. Ollie sends us the key extremely quickly before he even starts his dialogue, so we run into the school before he even gets done deciding where he wants us to go. We're gonna get into a checkpoint, we're gonna load back in, enter into the school, and Miss Delight is gonna start speaking to us after Ollie says that he can't talk to us in this section and basically loses connection with us, and then Miss Delight starts talking to us. But we grab charging things for our green hand, open that gate, we run in here real quick because I know the battery's in here, miss it once, miss it again, but then eventually grab it. We run all the way to this room over here, we throw the battery in there, and we run out while Miss Delight is speaking, run under this desk. We see her running by, but we don't care, it's a speed run. I was a little scared and I probably peed my pants a little because I didn't want to run all the way over there. But we run into this room, climb up into this vent, and climb all the way to the other side, and we find a battery and plug it into the final thing. After we plug the second battery back in, we charge our green hand, go back under this desk, and shoot this target so we can open this gate and come into the next section. This door won't unlock because Miss Delight's gonna run past, and we need to wait a second before opening it so her model can despawn. We're gonna go in here, climb up this vent real quick. We're going to go all the way through it, and it is really dark in here until it eventually lightens up, and through this hole in the vent up here we can see Miss Delight walk by, but who cares, you know, she's gonna despawn literally half a second afterward. We're gonna drop down here, she's gonna say how much of a bad listener we are and she hates our guts, but I just think that's her way of saying she really loves me. So I'm gonna go out, shoot that, it's gonna open this gate. Afterward, we are going to go in here, solve this puzzle really quickly, and after we solve this puzzle, the lights are going to go out. Miss Delight is going to come into the room, smash the thing that we just powered. We're going to take this battery, run for our lives, and if y'all didn't know, which y'all probably did, Miss Delight doesn't move when you're looking at her. So we put that battery in there. We actually take this battery back out because this will be extremely important for saving us a lot of time later. And I'm just gonna skip to the very end when we actually use this battery, because I don't really need to show you all this. It's pretty just a normal Mr. Light run, but I did mess a couple of things up there and there that wasted time. But yeah, I'm just gonna skip to when we need this battery. So this is the part where we really need the battery. As you can see, there's 2 battery holes here and it only gives us 1. This skips about 2 minutes of the section that we would have had to do if we didn't take that out of the battery. But we do have to run all the way back here and charge this green hand up real quick and slowly sneak past her and not get killed, thankfully. Run through here, and this is the chase scene where she spawns right behind me and she runs, tries to get me, and then we walk in here, pull this lever, and she speed runs towards us, but the gate closes right on her face and she dies. And we wait for this gate to open. We run all the way to the end. We grab the flare gun, which is needed for this door to open, and we load into a checkpoint. After that, we enter into this cave system where we have to get out our green hand and charge up this section that makes it able where we can use our purple hand. And yeah, so we charge this up, get out our purple hand, and this is actually timed. It actually turns off after a certain amount of time, so we have to be quick with it. We basically follow where the purple hands are pointing, except for this last one where it's pointing the wrong way, but we actually have to jump up here. But I'm smart like that. And then this leads us to another puzzle. Believe it or not, I actually did that puzzle fairly quickly. I usually finish quickly, but not when I'm doing puzzles in Poppy Playtime. And we end up going on here, walking across here, and I didn't see this in my first playthrough, but here comes Catnap, like worshiping this idol that he made or something, like just full of dead people. I shoot a flare at him to, you know, let him know that I'm gonna kill him later, and we make it to this section where we have to use our blue hand to open this door, and he suddenly disappears. But we walk in here, we walk all the way across here, and we load into a checkpoint. But after we load back in, it leads us into the playhouse where we have to fend off against these little smiling critter toys, and we have to shoot flares at them to make them go away. And it's pretty simple if you think about it. And this part is really simple too, because there's like a little thing, a little tip for speedrunning where you can jump over this part and like completely skip it. But here comes the problem. When I actually got to the part where you can skip it and I actually tried skipping it, it got a little hard for me. For some reason, I'm getting to the part now, and for some reason it just wouldn't work. I don't know if they patched it like the last one that I was talking about. Maybe they patched it. But look, I'm supposed to go up here and I'm supposed to be able to jump over these walls right here and jump on top of them and crawl to the next section, or walk to the next section without having to do anything. But it just wouldn't work. I tried it so many times. Like, I wasted 5 minutes of my run just trying to do it. And I died twice trying to do this. It was so frustrating. And the other part about it is you could also pull down this block, which I eventually used to beat and actually get past it without having to actually do the section. But for some reason, when I actually tried to pull the blocks the first time, the block just wouldn't pull. Like, I literally could not pull the block no matter how many times I tried. But I eventually got it, and I eventually skipped the section. But this section was just so frustrating, and I could have easily shaved off 5 minutes if it just worked for me the first time. But yeah, so let's just get into where we see Dog Day. We finally make it past the brutal part where I messed up so many times, and we eventually get to see Dog Day, where he tells us that basically me and Poppy can end this madness, and basically he's done for. Eventually, he gets done talking or gets interrupted by the smiling critters because they start crawling inside of him, which I don't know about y'all, but I would like that. But he doesn't apparently, and he gets controlled by them, and this enters into the dog day chase scene where we have to go down here and just run. Thankfully, I didn't mess up in this chase scene. I definitely thought I would at least once, but thank goodness that I knew exactly where to go, and I'm just goated like that. So we run up here, he's following close behind. I have my flare gun out at first so any smiling critters won't get me. We take a left, take a right, and it brings us to this point. We drop down, we run forward, we get out our purple hand now because there's no more smiling critters, and we go to the slide on the left because it's the closest to the exit. We run, take a left here, and we need the purple hand to jump up, and we do, and we get on this elevator and successfully escape dog day. Next up, we will be going to the counselor's office after Ollie gives us a key for it. Everything in the counselor's office is pretty self-explanatory. I didn't really mess up or anything, so yeah, I did it quite flawlessly going through here at the beginning, so there's nothing really to talk about. But after I jump with my purple hand here, it will lead to a puzzle, which I also did quite quickly, so I'm just gonna skip on through this. After we finish that, we will enter back into this office room, and we should go to the left here, but we went too soon left and this was a dead end, so I ended up wasting a couple of seconds. But we go into this room over here and we open a vent with our hand, and we pick up the key midair because we're like that, and then we use it to open this door over here. In the next room, there's a little thing where we have to use the battery from the other time we used it for the other door, so we have to look through this hole, grab the battery, and then we have to go into each of these 3 rooms, open these, and there's going to be green things in there that we have to charge with our green hand from the thing that's right beside the battery that charges our hand. But I don't know why, but this section especially, I just couldn't see anything when I had the gas mask on, man. Like, I didn't really like mess up because of it, but like it was really hard to see with it on. I'm sure y'all can see it now, but it was just so hard for me to see. But let's just move on. The next section requires another puzzle to be done, and I had a really hard time in this section for some reason, because this box with the battery in it that you're supposed to drop from the top and it breaks to open the battery, I don't know why, but I just had such a hard time dragging it. Like, literally, as you can see here, I'm trying so hard to drag it, and even when, look, it's dragging right there, but when I actually do, like, look, it's not dragging. Like, I don't get how the dragging works. So I did waste, like, honestly 2 to 3 minutes just trying to drag this thing. Like, look, it's dragging easily there, and I finally get it up here. But also, I had some troubles later in the puzzle where I couldn't drag it down to break it. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip this puzzle. After we eventually beat the puzzle, we'll go into this vent with red mist, and we enter back into the counselor's office with the gas mask on. We grab this battery from the room, and Catnap attacks us, and he locks us in this room. And then because of the red mist and he knocked off our gas mask, we go into hallucinations. But I'm just gonna skip all the hallucinations because, first of all, y'all probably seen it. Second of all, if y'all want to see them, just search it up. After we wake up from the hallucinations, our phone will be ringing, and it will be Catnap telling us to leave Playcare or he's coming for our booty. And I really want to leave Playcare, to be honest, but sadly we don't have any free will with this game. But we're gonna get back up, leave the counselor's office, and Ollie will call us. Ollie will call us saying to get the power cord from the counselor's office and from that thing that Poppy opened a while ago, and we're gonna go down there and plug both of them in, and Ollie will send down a battery from the heavens, apparently, because it spawns out of nowhere to us. As most of you may know, we go back to the gas production center to put this blue battery in, but then Catnap comes out and starts blowing us and we have to run as fast as we can to this elevator over here, open it, press the button. But it doesn't really matter how fast we go really, as long as we make it, because it slows down so Catnap can make his way here to jump on it. So we didn't really save any time there, so let's just get on to the boss fight. The boss fight can be hard at times, but a little trick I've learned is when the top opens here and Catnap is sitting up there and we have to close it, you just don't close it all the way and just keep on edging him, and he will not be able to attack us. If we just do this the entire time, no other Catnaps or anything will attack us. So we just keep doing this, keep track of the batteries and put them in when we need to. Then this will be an easy boss fight for us. And eventually we do end up beating Catnap and we go back down the elevator. After we get down the elevator, we will put the blue battery into there, press the button, and we will eventually put the gas into the left one, or whatever they said, but I forgot to actually press the button where the blue battery is, so I ended up wasting like 20 seconds on this, but it's all good because 20 seconds is insignificant, but when you add it to all the times I've said that wasted 20 seconds, it really begins to add up. I realize what I need to do here, but I can't get the blue battery back in. I'm struggling, but I finally end up doing it, and eventually we do reroute the gas and it will open a door and Poppy will begin talking to us about how we deserve the answer we've been looking for, hence the hour of joy. And basically we just watch all of our coworkers die, and then we eventually go down this elevator with Poppy and Kissy Missy dies or whatever, and that concludes the game. We end up finishing our speed run in 1 hour 16 minutes and 37 seconds. Not that great, to be honest. I mean, some other people's speed runs were like in the 50 minutes and stuff without any glitches, so I guess I didn't do too bad, but there was lots of stuff I could have done to help with my run time. But yeah, that was a full 100% speed run of Poppy Playtime. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and let me know if y'all want to see me speedrun any other videos, and if y'all like the video, please comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want. And yeah,